Hello everyone, you're welcome to class, and it is time to learn the highest common factors, also known as HCF. The highest common factor of given numbers is the biggest of the common factors of the given number. My previous video made a video on the factors of numbers where I said factors of numbers are numbers that divide a given number without the remainder, and that 1 is a factor of any number, meaning 1 can divide through any number, and that any given number is a factor of itself, meaning any given number can divide through itself. Now let's look at the example. Find the HCF of 21 and 35. The solution. Before you could get the highest common factor, you look for the factors first, factors of 21, and look for the factors of 35. Now, for the factors of 21, I'll write my 21 out. Do not forget I said earlier that 1 is a factor of any given number. So I'll write my 1, factor of any given number. The number here is 21. For you to get the factors of a given number, you divide the number through with the basic numbers, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So while dividing, the numbers that can divide through without remainder be regarded as a factor of that number, while the number that can divide through with remainder would not be a factor of that number. Now let's get started. Here I've tried with 1 times 21, so I'll move on to check if 2 can divide through 21. Here it is seen that 2 is not a factor of 21 because it has a remainder. So I've tried 1, I've checked 2, so I'll move to the next number, which is 3. 3 is a factor of 21. It can divide through 21 7 times without remaining. So I'll write my answer. So after number 3, I'll go to number 4. I'll check if 4 can divide through 21. So here, 4 is not a factor of 21 because it has a remainder. I'll move to the next number, which is 5. Here, 5 is not a factor of 21. It has a remainder, so it's not going to be included in my answer. After 5, I'll move to the next number. After 5 comes 6, and here, 6 is not a factor of 21 because it has a remainder. After 6, I'll move to the next number, which is 7. Here, 7 is a factor of 21. It divides through without remainder. And do not forget, you must observe, when you get to a stage where you repeat numbers, just like 3 times 7, same thing as 7 and 3. I've written 3, I've written 7. There's no need for me to write 7 and 3 again. So when you get to the stage where you are repeating numbers, you have to stop and write this out as your answer. So the factors of 21 are 1, 3, 7, and 21. So I'll proceed to look for the factors of 35 using the same method. Here, the first thing to remember is that 1 is a factor of any given number. So 1 is a factor of any given number, and the given number here is 35, meaning 1 can divide through any given number. So I've tried 1, I'll move to the next number to check if the next number can divide 35, and the next number to check now is 2. Here, I'll see that 2 is not a factor of 35 because it has a remainder. I'll check with another number, 3. Here, it is also saying that 3 is not a factor of 35 because it has a remainder. I'll try 4. 4 is not also a factor because it has a remainder. Here, 5 is a factor of 35 because it divides through without remaining. So I'll write my 5 times 7 down. So after writing 5 times 7, I'll go to the next number, which is 6. Here, it is seen that 6 is not a factor of 35 because it has a remainder. I'll try the next number, which is 7. Here, it can be seen that 7 is a factor of 35 because it divides without remaining. So I'm going, and I've said earlier that when you get to the stage of repeating numbers 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 7, you have to stop. So that means I'll stop and write out my answer. Now, the factors of 35 are 1, 5, 7, and 35. The common factors for this number 21 and 35 are 1 and 7. 1 and 7, they are both common to the factors. So for me to get the highest common factor, I'll look at the highest number. The highest common factor, which is HCF, is 7. That is, 7 is the biggest of the common factors of the given number. And for the second method, for getting the HCF, you look at these two numbers. You think of a number that can divide through both numbers without remaining. Now let's start from 2. 2 cannot divide through 21 and it cannot divide through 35. After 2, we move to 3. 3 can divide through 21 but it cannot divide 35. So the number you use must divide 21 and divide 35. After 2, we move to 3. It cannot divide. 4. 4 can neither divide 21 nor 35. 5. 5 cannot divide 21 but it can divide 35. So we're not going to make use of it. 6. 6 cannot divide through 21, neither can it divide through 35. After 6 is 7. 7 can divide 21, can divide through 35. So we are making use of 7. Now, I used 7 because it can divide through 21 3 times and 35 5 times. Which other number can divide through 3 and 5? There's no other number. So that means the highest common factor of this number is 7. You can choose whichever method that is suitable to you, either method 1 or the second method. Please feel free to share the method you prefer out of these two methods in the comment section. Do well to like, comment, follow my page for more educating videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.